Corneille, as we were talking about financial planning, we mentioned investments, we mentioned retirement. There's one aspect I also want to mention, and that is risk cover.
Yeah.
Now, life cover, disability, severe illness, all these type of things. To many people, it's a grudge purchase.
Absolutely.
How do you see risk cover forming part of your wealth creation?
I think risk cover is one of the most important things, and it is for both the person that's being insured and for their families. It's extremely important because if I am the main breadwinner in my house and I pass away and I did not make provision, my wife might end up losing the house, losing the car, having to go and live with relatives, hoping, because the assets that I have might not be enough to sustain her financially. And especially if there's no liquid assets, so meaning I've got a house and I've got a car, and I don't have liquid assets, where do I get the income from? I'm going to have to sell the house, but then I have to find a different place to stay. Yeah. So from a wealth creation point of view, you are creating wealth for the potential of something happening into the future, unforeseen, that we wish will not happen, but there's always a likelihood.
Inevitable, yeah.
So on death cover, I'm making provision for my family. On disability and severe illness cover, I might end up not being able to work anymore. Once again, my income needs to be replaced. If my income is not being replaced and I'm now dependent on my wife, but I was the main breadwinner, we are going to suffer financially. And the same with severe illness. I get a heart attack and I can't work for 3 months or 6 months or maybe ever again because of disability. I'm going to suffer. So all of these benefits is for possible events that might happen into the future. And yes, it's a grudge purchase because if I never use it, it feels like I've always had to pay this premium for cover that I never used.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what did you have all the time? Once again, the peace of mind factor.
So,
you had peace of mind. You knew that if something happens to you, you and your family will be sorted out. And that's wealth creation. It's not wealth creation in terms of I'm investing money now in order to have $1 million or 2 million or 5 million into the future. But it's wealth creation in ensuring that if something happens, I have it. And what people forget about is that at some point into the future, you might not need that cover anymore. But then you've got children or you've got associates, whatever the case might be.
Or grandchildren.
Grandchildren. And you can go to them and say, listen, dad or granddad is now 65 years old. I don't need this life cover anymore. But you know what? There's 5 million rand life cover. I'm paying a premium of 5,000 rand a month. You want it? I'll see that you start paying the premium. I'm going to pass away one of these days. And that will be the best investment for that child or grandchild or anybody, because you can go and then, if I paid a life policy for 30 or 40 years, and now somebody has to take it over and pay it for the next 10 or 20 years, they will never, ever, in terms of the premiums, pay in as much as they're going to get in terms of that life cover.
A fantastic investment for that.
That is a brilliant investment for them. So you are creating wealth in the sense of wealth and peace of mind for you and your family, and you are creating wealth in terms of that capital can and will pay out to somebody if you just plan around it with your family.
100%.